Hi everybody, my name is Suzette Metcalf. I'm the chef and owner of the Pasta Tree Restaurant and Wine Bar in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. This is my second year of the International Women's Series. I started it last year. It was March 8th, it was International Women's Day, and I just wanted to wish all of my girlfriends happy International Women's Day. And I started tagging people on Facebook, and it just became like really overwhelming, and had a little bit of an aha moment and thought, wow, I got a lot of really powerful, beautiful, amazing, influential women in my life, and I really wanted to celebrate them. I felt really honored actually to be surrounded by such amazing women. All of them really are like independent, business owners, just heavy hitters in the community. I wanted to find a way to celebrate them and I guess selfishly also incorporate my restaurant. So I thought about it and I came up with honoring each of these women, one per month, and had them pick a dish that was meaningful to them. Brought them into the restaurant and we prepared the dish, and then that dish is featured for the month that they were designated. So we began the year of International Women's Series. We were very fortunate enough to raise over $7,500 for the 3 charities that I picked. The charities are Savage Support, which I'm on the board of, a founding member also. What we do is we assist women and men who are diagnosed with breast cancer, but they need help with maybe doing their laundry or help with getting their groceries, maybe someone to come in and prepare their meals for them, folding their laundry, taking them to their doctor's appointment. We had one woman that it was amazing. She was a huge gardener, and she, because of her diagnosis, she wasn't able to tend her garden. So we went in and we actually had some Boy Scouts come in and help do the garden for her. So she was able to actually have her garden without physically being able to do it herself. So that's Savage Support. The second charity is Courage Milwaukee, which I'm so just grateful and honored to know Brad and Nick, who are the founders of it. This year has been just amazing because they were able to open Courage Milwaukee House. It's just been amazing to actually see their dream come to fruition and be a part of this. I'm just so humbled by it. Courage Milwaukee is focused on the LGBTQ community youth that are homeless. When I first became part of helping out with Courage Milwaukee, I was just astonished at how many homeless children we have here in our beautiful community of Milwaukee. I grew up here, and to know that there are so many homeless children on the streets is just, I'm getting teary-eyed just thinking of it. It's just devastating to me. And if I can help to get these kids off the street and give them a purpose and know that they are loved by all of us and they are unique in their own ways and beautiful and amazing, and now to be able to give them a home to teach them the skills and to get them ready for the community. I'm going to go in and teach them how to cook some meals, and with the funds that were raised this year, we were actually able to purchase dressers for the Courage Milwaukee home. And I literally went online and purchased the dressers. They were delivered, the boys put them together, and they're using them today. So to be part of a charity that where your money's going, you can walk in and physically touch what you helped bring toward the charity, is amazing. Obviously, it's very dear to my heart. And then the third charity is Express Yourself Milwaukee. And again, that is focused toward the youth. It's more through the arts. So what they do is they put on an annual fundraiser. The whole year, the children are part of every aspect of the charity. And Lori Vance this year is actually part of the International Women's Series, and she is the founder of Express Yourself Milwaukee. So the kids from day one, they're learning how to play instruments. They're part of the graphic designs, designing their t-shirts. They do the backdrops for the performance that they put on. They choreograph, they sing, they dance. It's just amazing. And that is also helping to keep our youth just off the streets or sitting home playing video games, all day. It's getting them active in the community and teaching them skills. One of the women that she started with Express Yourself Milwaukee as a child, she now plays in the Milwaukee Symphony, and she learned to play the violin through Express Yourself Milwaukee. So just amazing. And I'm, again, just so thrilled to be a part of that. And these 3 charities are near and dear to my heart. This is our 2nd year. The momentum is building, and I'm patting myself on my own back because I'm really proud of what I've done and created. We're making a difference here in Milwaukee, and it really means a lot to me to do that, be part of my community, and also get you into the pasta tree and teach you and educate you about all these beautiful women that are a part of my life. So thank you, and I hope to see you in the restaurant. And if you want any information, just take a look at our Facebook page, our Instagram page, our website. I look forward to you joining in on our series. So thank you, have a great day, and cheers. Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of International Women Series. This series is featuring Wendy Gebauer, and she is our Miss November?
Yes.
Yeah, November. And what day is your dinner?
November 13th.
November 13th. So we will be serving her recipe of brachol. And I'm going to let Wendy tell you a little bit about how the recipe came about. It's a very sweet little story that you have about it. I love it. The dinner's from 6 to 8, and there'll be information on our website, on all social media outlets of how to make a reservation for it. You can also just call the restaurant, 414-276-8867. She already has her dinner planned. We're going to do bruschetta. And we haven't quite decided on the dessert yet, but something with lemon, and maybe like a spumoni we could do.
Ooh, yum.
Yeah, that would be kind of good. But we're going to do the bruschetta and the brachol, and then something lemon. We're going to have some great wines to pair with each dish. I guess I'll kind of get started on the dish, and you can kind of talk about it. Okay?
All right, okay.
So I have right here, I'll put on some gloves. I just have some sirloin. And I sliced it as thin as I could, and then I pounded it out to try to get it, just a little bit thinner. So tell us about the recipe, because it's very sweet, like how it's a very old recipe.
Oh.
Well,
I just am thrilled to be a part of this. Being November, I chose it. I do children's law work, adoption law, and I'm a paralegal with Grady, Hayes, and Neary. And I've worked with attorney Steve Hayes for 43 years, making over 4,000 families. So
I love that. That's how I was explaining people to you. I said, she's not an attorney, but I in my mind, she's like a junior attorney and I love that she says that she's made many families.
Yes,
you put so many people together.
Rewarding career, I've got to say that.
That really is. That really is. It's very special.
And so November is Adoption Awareness Month. So
perfect.
I picked that as my pinup month.
Yeah,
and
I love it. I love it. That works perfect.
And so she had asked me what a favorite recipe is, Italian-wise, and I have to admit that growing up, my dad didn't care for Italian food, but my cousin married an Italian. And oh my, great food we had through her. And the pasta tree rocks, because there are no jars of ragu here.
No, that's for sure. We make all of our own sauces.
Right.
Everything's homemade. Yep.
So while I am not a great chef, I love great food.
Yep.
And so I make a mean casserole, but she's the one who makes great food. So my cousin was married to Carmela, who's our Italian in the family. And he wanted me to come to his home and meet his wife and have one-on-one dinner. And I went to Chicago, and of course the wine is flowing, and she made a great salad and bruschetta, and then she brought out pasta, and it had a wonderful sauce on it, and I'm consuming mass quantities, and I thought, well, this is excellent. And I wanted to make.
Thank you so much for the meal.
Yes, and I'm trying to make her feel good, so I thought, I'm going to have seconds. So I asked for seconds, and I'm thinking next course is going to be dessert. Never thinking that with Italians, that's really, the pasta is just kind of an appetizer progression.
Yeah.
This became the main meal with more pasta and veggie, and I was stunned.
How
And
the food just kept coming
it
out.
just kept coming and coming. And I thought, there's only 3 of us at the table, and I'm eating it. And it was excellent.
Delicious, yeah.
So we're having coffee together, and you said, Wendy, I need the recipe. And I thought, oh my, recipe. So I called Carmela and said, oh, Carmela, could you share that recipe with me? So she does share the recipe with me. And I have to laugh because the recipe is nothing but the ingredients.
Right.
And I thought, oh no.
Right.
And she said, Wendy, Suzette's a chef.
She'll know what to do.
She'll know what to do. And you have pulled it off. So I don't have anything to share except
you got to show this though.
Yes.
It's just sweet. Yes. I mean, it's on her stationery.
Yes.
And it's just really, it's very, very sweet.
So just
And we'll publish this with the video also. You'll have the recipes with you.
Good,
And we'll include all of them, the bruschetta too.
Great. So while I am not really a chef, of course I had to look impressive and wear my Wendy apron. Actually, this was my apron from first grade that my mom made me, and I'd have all my little painting supplies. And she
hand embroidered it.
She
your mom,
did,
right?
yes. So I just had to
adorable.
wear it today. You know, kudos to mom.
Yep. So I have the sirloin that I pounded it a little bit. I just seasoned it a little while you were explaining with salt and pepper. And then the recipe, I'm just following it. It says to just kind of a few pieces of bacon on it.
Oh, and bacon goes with everything.
With everything, exactly. And I've made prosciutto before, and I've never used bacon. I've used prosciutto, and I've used pancetta. Pancetta is just Italian bacon.
I was just going to say, what is it? Explain.
Yeah.
All right.
And then also some herbs, oregano and parsley. And this is them chopped up.
Yummy,
and these are
yummy.
fresh from Annie's garden, who Annie was just here filming another video, and she's our Miss February. So we're using Annie's fresh herbs from her garden. And then a little pecorino romano cheese. And then we're just going to roll these up and bake them in the oven in just tomato sauce. And with the sauce, I'm just using our sauce that we made.
That's fine.
It's a really simple, but it's very similar to the recipe that she shared.
Okay.
So we're just going to roll these up like so. And then we just I'm using these long skewers. And we're just going to kind of skewer it like so. And then we'll pan sear it. Oops, I'm going to roll this way. So I'm rolling this way because that way it'll be, the smaller area will be all sealed inside of the larger part of it.
Got it.
And just like so. Put another one.
And Carmela and my cousin Guy are going to come from Chicago and be a part of this.
Oh, I love it.
Yes, they're going to make the trip up.
Oh my gosh, that is
this will be exciting, yes.
Yeah, it'll be very exciting. Okay, so I'm just going to get a pan and heat some olive oil in here. Just a little bit. Just let this heat. And then meanwhile, I'll season these with some salt and pepper.
My first time back into an area of a kitchen.
I know,
love it.
I love
it's all within
You're like,
hands.
so this is all where it all
yes,
happens.
this is great.
All right, and then we'll just stick these in here.
So at a high heat.
Yep. So we're just going to sear it because then we're going to braise it in the oven, and that's where it's going to get nice and tender. Just like so. I'm also going to add just like a little touch of garlic in here.
Oh, yum.
Just a little. Just kind of lifting it so that it sears and doesn't stick to the pan.
Looking good.
Yep.
Smelling delicious.
There we go. And just let it kind of get a little color on it. And then our sauce, we call it clear sauce because it's just like a clear tomato sauce. And what that is it's very similar to Carmela. Is it?
Yes, Carmela.
Yeah, Carmela. It's basically garlic, basil, salt and pepper, tomato paste, crushed tomatoes. And what we do with our sauce though is I take fresh fennel and celery, onion, and leeks, and I puree them, and then I add that to the sauce. So
yummy!
So it really adds like just more of an in-depth flavor. And you wouldn't know that it's in it because it's just all pureed. And parsley is pureed in there too.
And what would be a good complement to this besides pasta?
Well, you could serve it with a polenta, or I think we were discussing we would serve it with a nice yummy risotto.
Good.
Yeah,
yes.
I think that'd be really good. And because the meat is going to be so flavorful and stuff, we can just do like a nice, just even a Parmesan risotto, something simple.
Yum.
Or add mushrooms if we want, or whatever you'd like. It's going to be your menu. So you can see we're just getting a nice color on it.
And then you'll have wine pairings with each of these servings?
Yep.
And what would be a good wine pairing with this?
A Chianti would be beautiful.
Ah.
I mean, just a really straightforward, nice red Chianti. A Sangiovese would be good. A Barolo would be beautiful.
Oh, my. This is the place to be, November 13th. Yum. Come with an appetite.
So we have, so it's pretty much seared. I'm just going to go over here and grab some of my sauce. We have it right on the line here. Just be careful, I don't want to splatter on you. So just
waft.
Yep.
Oh, it smells good in here.
Tomato facial, right?
Yeah.
So we'll just bring that up to a simmer.
Okay.
And then I'm going to put a little aluminum foil. We're also going to put, and this is Carmela. This is part of her recipe. Is she said add some oregano right to the pan.
Oh.
So do that, and then we'll cover these and let them braise for about like 45 minutes until they're just nice fork tender. I'm just going to wrap this. And for the recipe, I mean, we're just doing this one serving, but come November, we'll be making this in large production.
Right.
So we'll probably be making, like 50 at a time. So we'll have a nice big pan of them just braising away. All right, so we have the bruschetta in the oven, and we're just gonna let it cook for about 45 minutes.
Yeah.
And so I guess when you just tell me a little bit, like how did you get associated with the law firm that you're working for, and how did you know that you wanted to do that? Like how did it all happen?
To be honest, it started out in high school.
Oh, wow.
When I was meeting with the guidance counselor before graduating, he said, I see you're taking a lot of business courses. I know of this little law firm in downtown Milwaukee.
Wow.
Let me connect you. And he connected me with Steve Hayes. Now, there wasn't any opening that senior year, but a month later after my interview, he said someone retired and we have a position waiting for you a week after high school.
Wow.
So it started then.
Wow.
And I worked at the Von Briesen law firm. We were just 8 lawyers. Now it is a super mega law firm. So it was fun to see the firm.
The progression.
The growth.
Yeah.
And we did a lot of litigation, but also worked for Lutheran Social Services.
Okay.
And one adoption case came forward that went to the United States Supreme Court. And this was Steve's first case, Steve Hayes' first case. He won it, and then everyone looked and thought, he's a professional. Yes, this is something, we've got a niche. and it just kept rolling and rolling.
From there.
Yes.
Wow.
And it's just been very rewarding. And we have 2 other lawyers working in the children's law field, Elizabeth Neary and Molly Jasmer. And so the 4 of us form the team there at Grady, Hayes, and Neary. We now have our own firm, and
wow, that's amazing.
It's been amazing.
Yeah.
And so I also...
It's obviously such a labor of love for you,
It
you know,
is.
and it has to be just so rewarding to be able to see, like you said, you're making families.
We're making
you know,
families,
and that's just
yes,
precious.
Yes.
And
I was honored that the Congressional Coalition gave me the Angel in Adoption Award. So in 2014, I was in Washington, D.C. accepting that award.
Wow.
And then I received also the Unsung Hero Award from the Wisconsin Business Journal.
Beautiful.
And so it was nice to receive those recognitions.
Absolutely.
Being the behind-the-scene gal.
Yeah.
And so found that very rewarding and exciting as well. And worked with so many different adoption agencies and birth parents and adoptive couples that they really become your own extended family.
Yes.
And
it has to be high emotion too.
It is. It's an emotional roller coaster because some birth mothers do parent.
Right.
So it can be difficult at times.
Yeah.
But all in all, it's been good.
Very
and I've
rewarding.
worked with great people. Couldn't be happier.
Yep.
So I thank you for such a nice recognition. So November Adoption Awareness Month is this is a perfect segue.
It's so perfect.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for being a part of it. And it's been wonderful, even just getting to know you better.
It was really a mutual friend of ours that
I was
connected
just going to bring
us.
in Kristen. Yeah,
Yes.
my girlfriend Kristen actually introduced us. Kristen has been my friend for
Since high school
40
days.
years,
Yes.
I think. Yeah, maybe even a little couple, 42 maybe years. And she introduced me to Wendy. And when I heard what you were doing, it really touched my heart, and I just thought you should really be celebrated.
Thank you.
So that's why I asked you, and thank you for agreeing. And it's only helped, or it's only made our friendship stronger.
Yes,
and it's definitely.
And now I even got to know Kristen. Is her mother Glennis worked at the Von Briesen firm, and we were coworkers.
So it's almost like third generation.
It is.
Yeah,
yes,
I love it.
Yes, and Glennis retired, and I had contacted Kristen saying, "I'm working on a retirement party for your mom." Well, I loved Kristen, and we became friends after that.
Yeah.
So
it's great.
just a delight. And then introduced me to you, and I'm blessed to call you friend.
Yes,
so,
I'm blessed to call you friend also.
Yes.
Well, it's wonderful. And again, Wendy's event is in November 13th, sorry.
And there's 3 charities that will be helped.
There are 3 charities. It's Courage Milwaukee, Express Yourself Milwaukee, and Savage Support.
Yes.
So every dish of brachot that's served that month, a percentage of the proceeds go to those 3 charities. And then also the dinner part of those proceeds go to the charity too.
So it's a win-win.
It's
great
a win-win
food,
across
be around
the board.
people and
Great
helping
wine.
community. Yes, yes.
Yep. So I guess let's take a little peek at the brochure.
Let's.
And see how it is.
All right, let's see if it's done and do a little taste testing.
Yep. All right.
Yum, yum, yum.
Yum, yum, yum is right. So this is the tricky part, is getting this.
Oh dear, don't burn your fingers.
So look how tender that is. I mean, this is just literally.
Oh, it's falling off. Oh my.
Like so. That's one. And then the second one here.
Perfect, perfect. Oh.
And then we'll put a little bit of this
a little sauce
right over it.
Yummy. Oh, you are a master.
And then I think with that Parmesan risotto, it's just going to be really yummy. And then we can just garnish it we'll do a little bit more cheese.
Oh, excellent.
And got some of Annie's beautiful little herbs here.
Voila.
Basil garnish.
Oh my goodness.
And that's beautiful.
Lovely. Yummy.
And then here's a fork for you. I don't think we're going to need a knife. I'm going to leave the knife over here. So let's take a little taste.
You're right. We don't need. It'll just
so
breaks
tender.
apart tender.
Be careful. It's going to be very hot.
Mmm. Great flavors. Oh my.
Wow. Very
Excellent.
good.
Excellent.
Camille's got it going on.
Yes. Wow.
Please tell her thank
I
you so
will.
much.
You'll be
Camille,
able to
this is
meet-
a shout out to you. Thank you so much for sharing your recipe and being part of the story that Wendy shared.
Oh.
It's an honor for me to be cooking your dish, and I can't wait to meet you.
Yes, it'll be exciting.
So it's
November
gonna be very-
13th, you'll be able to meet family.
Yep, and
many friends. We're getting the word
And she's going to
out.
see like her recipe too, you know, on like being served. It's
yes,
going to be great.
Yes.
So, well, thank you
Thank
everyone.
you.
Thank you, Wendy. Thank you everyone for joining us. And any information you need, social media is the way to get it. Or you can just call personally at the Pasta Tree, 414-276-8867. Thank you so much for joining us, and we'll hope to see you in November.
Yum, I need
Thank
a glass
you.
of wine with this.
We do.
Yeah.
We do need a glass of wine. Alrighty.
Oh, you put this together beautifully.
It's really tender.
45 minutes you had it in there?
Yeah. Very good.